This is Cioban.
Hello.
Cioban got his S1000XR stolen the other day, but don't worry, we managed to recover it. Me and my brother managed to recover it thanks to Monimoto. Monimoto coincidentally sent me out the Monimoto 9 a couple of days before the theft happened, so massive coincidence that we've got the theft and the product sent out. I promise this is not a setup. So how it all happened is Cioban made a few critical mistakes, I would say, and which led to then his bike being stolen. So number one, he lives in London. That's the big mistake. Number two, he owns more than 5 bikes, so he can't park his bikes at home. So he's got them spread out in these secure locations where he keeps his bikes. Number three is actually believing there is such a thing as a secure location. There's no such thing as a secure location in London. And then he used a disc lock. So he used a disc lock on the front of the bike. You should never just rely on a disc lock. You shouldn't rely on secure locations or any of that. So how it all started, we got a call on the group chat. Cioban had called the group chat and he said, look, I think my bike's been stolen. Monimoto keeps calling me, keeps sending me a location. The bike seems to be moving. So my brother-in-law managed to track it down. He got there first, he got there before me. I then got there a few minutes afterwards. My brother found the bike covered, under a cover. So what tends to happen is someone steals the bike, stashes it somewhere, like somewhere further away so you can't easily find it just walking around the streets. By all means try. They cover it, they leave it there for about 24, 48 hours. If no one comes to claim the bike, it means the bike is then safe to be moved to a secure location, again, to be stripped or sold on. The bike, in this case, they've used an angle grinder. They cut off the disc brake. And by cutting off the disc brake, they managed to get the disc lock off and they could roll the bike away. They snapped the handlebars. I don't trust the handlebar lock on motorcycles because it's very easy to snap. To me, it doesn't stop a theft from happening. Someone wants to steal your bike, they're just going to snap it and steal it. Anyway. They've done some damage to the seat, the rear seat, if I remember correctly. They took the panels off on the sides. They've lifted the tank as well. And obviously they were looking for trackers. They were looking for air tags, anything like that. And luckily, Cioban did a good job in hiding those. So with those being hidden properly, we've still managed to find the bike. And that leads me to some tips that will probably help you in securing your bike and making sure that, number one, it doesn't get stolen. And number two, that if it does get stolen, it gets recovered, because having a tracker on it and air tags is not going to stop your bike from being stolen. You might recover it easily afterwards if they don't get found. But in the first place, I think you need to secure it properly. So don't rely on car parks. Don't just think because it's covered and it's in a secure car park, it's not going to get stolen. It can happen. When it comes to trackers, make sure you have not just one, if you can, have multiple trackers on it. So for example, I use an RF tracker on the Vespa. I use 2 RF trackers on the BMW that I've got. And then I've got the Monimoto 9 now as well. The one thing that really surprised me was when I opened the box, you've got the manual inside. You've then got the tracker and the fob. I was really surprised. Like when I saw the size of the tracker itself, I was like, how can it be this big? Like, to give you an idea, these are the keys to the bike. This is the tracker. Tiny, very small. The reason why I was surprised is because I've got the RF tracker as well. You see what I mean? Very easy to hide. Like, it's very easy to hide. Cioban had the previous version, I think the Monimoto 7, which is currently on sale for 110 pounds online. This is currently going for 149, worth every penny. If anyone moves the bike and the tracker is armed, and by the way, you arm it simply by pairing it to your fob. You put the fob on the keys, and as soon as the two separate, this gets armed automatically. So as soon as it gets armed, if someone moves it, or if it starts moving, it detects any vibration, you can set the sensitivity in the app. It will then send you a notification to your phone. And this is going to be part of one of the pro tips that I've got for you. I don't know how many people actually do it, but when you activate the tracker, it has a SIM embedded. So that SIM has a phone number. You get a call from that specific number every time this alarm gets activated. I would recommend save the number in your phone, name it Monimoto or whatever you want to do. If you've got an iPhone, if you've got an Android phone, it doesn't matter. You can set up routines or tasks in such a way that when you get a call from a specific number that you've got saved in your phone, the phone will do specific things. So I've got mine set up. When I'm sleeping, my phone is on silent. If I get a call from Monimoto, what the phone does, it switches from silent to loud, volume goes up to 100%, and it starts playing music, like I've got a playlist selected. You can do this because if you've got your phone on silent, you get a call or a notification saying your bike is being stolen, you're only going to see it in the morning, unless you're up and it's middle of the day. So I'd strongly recommend setting this up on your phone. I don't see enough people encouraging this, and a lot of people don't know you can actually do this. Regardless if you got an Android, iPhone, doesn't matter, you can set it up. As soon as you get an SMS or a phone call, you can tweak the phone so it rings really loud and it starts playing music, so you know something's going on. Look it up online how to set up your phone specifically, but it should be very easy to do. It took me about 2 minutes to do it on mine. Number 2, when you hide your trackers, obviously this has a magnet on the back, very easy to hide. You can hide this anywhere. It's very good because it has radio frequencies, so it's an RF tracker as well. If it's covered, if it's hidden in a container and it doesn't get any GPS signal, it still emits a radio frequency. So if someone's going around with an antenna, it can pick it up and very easy to find. That's one. With the other one, with Monimoto, because it's so small, make sure you hide it somewhere where it can't be found easily. You also get some adjustable zip ties as well, so you can tie it to the bike. I would recommend putting some Velcro on the back, double-sided Velcro, stick it somewhere because you'll need to detach it at some point and recharge it. I think the battery lasts for up to 12 months. Depends how often you activate it and use it, but it should last for 12 months. On the older generation, which is slightly bigger, it will last for more, I think 24. But that one you need to charge with... in the other one you need to use proper AA batteries, while this one has an integrated battery, waterproof, just USB-C, charge it up, and it will last you for 12 months. So comes quite in handy. Okay, so I would say, yeah, if you're using AirTags, again, you can set up geolocations. So whenever the AirTag leaves a specific area, you'll get notified. Do that as well, please. I can't recommend that enough. And try not to hide these things. Try not to hide them in the panels. Again, that's the first place where they checked. I'll show you, I think I've got a video of it. They ripped the panels off and I think they were looking for trackers. Now try to hide them somewhere where it takes a bit longer, or they need to, I don't know, undo some screws or do some work on the bike to actually find the trackers, because that then gives you a chance to find the bike. All of this being said, the tracker will help you find your bike if it gets stolen, but it won't stop it from being stolen by thieves. And that brings me to another brand, Litelok. They've sent out a U-lock. Let me just get it out. It's proper heavy. Put this down. So Litelok have sent out the anti-grinder lock. It's a D-lock, very heavy. It's made of baronium. I'll just get it out. Got some spare keys. Put these down. There you go. So it's made of baronium. It's rubberized as well. It will stop your bike from getting scratched. You can also buy a tactical mount in case you need to carry it on your bike as well with you. So I would recommend having more than one. I would recommend having 2 at least, because you can attach one to a lamppost and you can attach the second one through the spokes and disc brake for the bike. So this stops people from picking up the bike as well and carrying it away. It's very solid. I think thieves need to go through a couple of plates for the grinder before they can actually cut one of these. It's gonna deter people from stealing it. So, and even if they do cut it, it's probably gonna take them like 5 to 10 minutes to go through one of these. I've seen videos where people have a go at them and it takes them like 3-4 minutes and they give up, and it's very difficult to cut. This will stop the majority of people you have out there going around with grinders trying to cut locks off and stealing bicycles. So you've now got an idea of how to track it, where to fit your tracker, what to do with your phone, how to set it up to make sure it doesn't get stolen, and also what kind of equipment to use to stop it from being stolen in the first place. Please, I can't stress this enough, hide your trackers properly, make sure you've set them up properly, and whenever you leave your bike anywhere, regardless where you live in England, in the UK, there's this epidemic where bikes are being stolen on a daily basis. Make sure you lock it properly. Don't leave it unlocked, okay? So thank you to Litelok for sending out the X1. I will be testing it. I will be doing a proper review on it later on. Thank you to Monimoto for sending out the tracker. Can't stress enough how important it is. And again, Cioban got his bike safe because of Monimoto. So that's a real case where we've had one and where we've actually noticed that it's very useful. And yeah, thank you for you guys for watching. I'm going to do a review on Monimoto, going to do a review on Litelok. Litelok at the moment they've got a spring sale going where you can buy the X1 for £139 instead of £149. And if you use code AverageJoyHD at checkout, you get an extra £10 off. So £129 for some peace of mind is really, really worth it. Monimoto, they've got the Monimoto 9 going for about £150. They've got the Monimoto 7, which is what Cioban used to get his bike back, and that's going for about £110. So overall, just over £200 to get some extra peace of mind. To me, it's really, really worth it, especially if I've seen bikes with, I remember Gatwick Airport, I've seen a Kawasaki H2, the H2 with no locks on, and I've seen a S1000XR with an, I'm not going to name the brand, with a very cheap disc lock on, and I'm thinking you can literally take a hammer, take the disc lock off and just push the bike away. What's wrong with people? Like £200 for peace of mind. Please invest. Please make sure you lock your bike properly, track it properly, hide the trackers properly, and make it slightly harder. Like it's too easy nowadays to steal bikes. Make sure you get the Litelok. Make sure you get the Monimoto. Thank you to Litelok. Thank you to Monimoto for sending these out. Thank you to you guys as well for watching. And yeah, just stay safe, man. Make it harder for them. Peace.
Okay, God bless.